Welcome to the Claremont Savings Bank Community Center. I'm your host, Elizabeth D'Orazio, and I'm joined by the Claremont City Manager, Guy Santagate. And we're going to talk about some amazing things that are happening in 2015 as Claremont continues to grow. Guy, thank you so much for joining us in your busy schedule.
I appreciate it.
And I understand that one of the key things as part of the development of the downtown area is doing something with the Lowe's building, which was a major economic impact when that closed. Can you tell us some plans for that property?
Yes, I can. Economic development, by the way, is our #1 goal here in Claremont. That essentially means expanding the industrial and commercial tax base and create better paying jobs for Claremont and the region, where jobs go outside the city. And Running's store, which is a major store out in the Midwest, will be taking over the entire Lowe's building. And they were an outdoor wear type company. They sell fishing equipment, guns, outdoor clothing, etc. that really fits what we think will work well in the region and in Claremont.
So definitely.
That's one of the major things we have happening in the downtown. We continue to focus on the downtown and improve that through some of the investments we're making in the infrastructure in the city, which have been major investments made to prepare for growth in Claremont. And we expect that kind of growth to happen because Lebanon is booming,
yes.
Keene is booming, and Claremont hasn't participated to a major degree in that boom because we've been fixing things here.
Right.
But we're about to get ready to promote the city. We think that'll be a great story going forward. We have 50 square miles of open space here, beautiful country.
It is.
With the Sugar River running through the middle of the city, Scotney on one side of the city, and Green Mountain on the other. So you have a great quality of life here. What we need is more growth, smart growth, that doesn't interfere with the great quality of life, but brings better jobs into the region. And we're focusing on that in the coming year.
And that is something that makes the area attractive, is you're not just seeking high industrial growth at the loss of character of the area. You're really retaining the historic character. And if you want this to be your bedroom community, it's a lovely place to live. If you want this to be where you work, you're really attracting those jobs to make it a place you could do that.
I think you're saying right. The word character is very important. You never want to expand the business, industrial, commercial base at the expense of not allowing the great quality of life to remain. We will never do that. And that's part of the reason we're slower growing, but we want to grow right. That's the important piece here. And that quality of life is something that you couldn't buy in the Boston area where I'm from. I try to hide that up here, but
my family's from there too. I won't tell anybody.
but we'd like to become a Lebanon or a Keene. Those are great stories on growth, and you had some traffic issues on 12A and so forth, but overall, they've done a great job in growing the tax base up in Lebanon and providing great services as they have in Keene. Claremont's had other issues. We've had some tough times. We're on the rebound, there's no question in my mind.
Oh, you are. And you can even just tell the look of the place. Driving through here in the late 80s, early 90s, a little scary in some places. It looks beautiful. You can tell the work's been put into restoring the look. You can see the businesses coming back. And part of that is this community center that we're in right now. The town has made a great investment. And can you tell us how that kind of fits into the whole key plan of this?
Yes, recreation and leisure is an important part of economic development. Young families like yourself, when they pick a place to live, they want a good school system, which we're working hard to improve. They want a career path, which we think we provide now in some cases and have to improve going forward too. But they also want to have recreate and leisure. This was a tough decision for us because it's a big investment. However, the city put $6.5 million into the building.
Yes.
We raised almost $4 million on the outside, primarily through a Claremont Savings Bank generous $3 million gift. And we did it during a time when you had the lowest interest rates in history of the country.
Which helps.
And low discounted construction costs because people were looking for work. So I think that, I know we put $6.5 million in. This building worth $12 to $13 million. I have no doubt about that. And more than that, it's become a focal point for the community. We have over 6,000 members here now, and our objective will be to maintain that. I don't think we want to grow too much more, although we have room to do that a little bit. But the main focus will be improving the services we provide, the classes we provide, and the services we provide in the coming year. It also allows us to create almost unique circumstances in the downtown where the location was perfect. But right across the street of us is the middle school, the technical high school, and Arrowhead, which is a tubing area.
Right.
The community center, the trail system right behind it, with Monadnock Park and the high school within 2 blocks. You couldn't find that. If you planned that for 200 years ahead of time, you couldn't do it. So it was some good planning and some good luck that led to this kind of setup, and we want to take advantage of that in the coming year. We think we can. We want people to take a look at Claremont and rule out some of the overblown things of the past. We think we've fixed a lot of it. Not everything's fixed.
But that's what the smart growth is for. And I think the community center is a perfect example of that. And I think with people like you helping steer it in the right direction, Claremont's going to come out as an amazing gem. It already is right now, but people really need to keep an eye on it and see what people like Guy and the rest of the city officials in Claremont are doing to make this place the place you want to move to and work in.